Hey everybody on YouTube, it's Dave and Scott here at Carterville High School where it's senior night. Festivities taking place here before the start of the game tonight as the Carterville Lions get ready to take on the Herrin Tigers. Grant Garby, the senior, is on the PA now. 5 seniors on this basketball team. Dylan Valeris, Justin Johnson, Fidel Campbell, Connor Henderson, and Grant Garby, the 5 seniors. Right now, what they're doing, you see the players walking across the court, Scott. They pick the fans of their favorite basketball fans and are making their way over and having a little presentation for them over on the side. And it's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, those people on the front row, well, this is something they'll never forget either. Of course, senior night, you know, seniors will never forget this night. But it's nice to see going over there to the older people. I'll just say it like that. The older people on the front row
might be grandparents.
It could be, but you know, they may not have known anything about this, and that would even make it even that much more special if they didn't. But it just adds to a nice touch to what's going to be a special evening.
Senior nights always special. And the hard part is it takes place right before the game, so you get a little bit emotional, and to come off a presentation like we're getting ready to see here, and try and focus then on the game may take a little bit of time for the players to kind of get back into the flow there.
Well, there's so much going on tonight. Of course, you've got senior night. It's the last home game of the year for these seniors. Last time they'll ever play on this floor, and throw into the mix the fact that you're playing your cross-county rival 5-6 miles away from here, the Herrin Tigers. So you combined all that, and it is going to be a very emotional, charged night.
Fidel Campbell is the first one to be introduced. Fidel is senior, his mom out there with him here at the game this evening. Now it is Grant Garby. Grant hurt his knee about, probably a month ago, and has not been able to finish out the season as Brian and his wife are out there. Flowers being presented to the moms, and always a special presentation. Here's Connor Henderson. He's being, his mom being recognized. And then Jeff and Gail Johnson. Gail does so much work for taking pictures. She's my go-to person for photos. And it's the mom and dad of Justin Johnson, the senior. And then Dylan Valeris' mom and dad making their way out on the floor.
You know, the unfortunate thing for Grant, obviously, the knee injury has kept him out for about a month now. He isn't able to finish his career on the floor as a player. But still, you know, you've gone through this with your kids. I've gone through it with my kids. It's a special moment for players and family alike. I think for parents, it's more emotional than it is for the kids because they're still young and you know, they really don't know what all this means until later down the road. But for parents, you know, this is it. You know, you've raised your kids. They're finally getting through high school, and boom, it's over.
That's exactly right. These are the wrestling seniors, I believe. It's Todd Ellis and his wife out there with their son. And I apologize for not being able to call them out by name. I believe that's Lucas Sarver that just came out. Lucas advanced to senior or to state in wrestling, and nice year for him. Macy Blythe, she's being recognized. She's the lone senior cheerleader. We'll have a chance to talk to Macy along with our 5 seniors in our post game this evening. I'm looking forward to that. Love Macy. She's just a sweetheart, and big night for her is she's our, I think actually Macy also sang the national anthem at the IHSA cheer competition.
All right.
The state competition. Now the senior dance team members are being recognized. A couple just below us. It's actually overall Scott, that's a small graduating class. I mean, losing 5 players on the basketball team, but overall,
I've seen senior classes in both football and basketball. Anywhere from 10 to 12 kids.
Yeah.
In football, 10 to 12, and in basketball, I've seen as many as 7 or 8. So it is a small class when you consider the size of this high school here at Carterville. And, it hasn't been a great year for them. Let's just call it what it is. They have not had a great year. They've only got 3 wins, but they can make this a good night by winning on their home floor for the last time against their county rival. It would give them a big boost going into Monday night's regional game against Massac County at Carbondale.
Yes, it would. And nice recognition here in the pregame for all of the seniors.
And I guess I didn't know this till a couple of years ago, but I always thought when they said they were going to have senior night that I was supposed to go out there and get something. Because I've been considered a senior, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't get a plaque, I didn't get any roses, I didn't get anything. And then they explained to me what it was.
Well,
if
you were at the concession stand between 3:30 and 5:30, you would have got 10% off of your candy bar.
Is that right?
If you show your AARP card.
Wow.
That's what senior night is.
Hey, when I go to the eye doctor now, I said, hey, can you read that? I said, yeah, it says AARP. They gave me my certificate. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. They're going to mop down the floor, get it cleaned up, and we are just a couple minutes away from the Carterville Lions taking on the Herrin Tigers in on senior night here at Carterville High School. Okay, Brian, you can probably roll the intro whenever you want. Thank you, sir.
The Bank of Carbondale, Dr. Justin Settle, DMD, The Wild Hog, and Charlie's Heating and Air Conditioning. These fine sponsors also back the Lions. The Bank of Herrin, McDonald's, The Sweatshop, People's National Bank, and Stearns Sales. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Carterville, the SIU Credit Union, Polar Whip, Plumbing, and First Southern Bank. Also backing the Lions, Banterra, Family Drug, Coldwell Banker, and IBEW Local 702. Let's get this
Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Dave and Scott. We're at Carterville High School this evening, where, Scott, we just watched the senior night activities take place here before the start of this basketball game. And senior night is always a special night, not just for the players, but for the parents, for the administrators, for the coaches, and always just an emotional night.
It is a very emotional night for everybody. You've gone through it. I've gone through it with kids. So we know what it's about, and I think for the parents, it's more emotional for them than it is the kids. The kids will appreciate it more down the road, but this is a very big game for Carterville. Yes, they've only won 3 games, but they have a chance, especially for the seniors, to win on their home floor the last time they're going to play here against their county rival, the Herrin Tigers. So this would be a big win for Carterville if they could pull off the upset tonight.
It sure would. This is the matchup for Williamson County, as the Carterville Lions have their crosstown rival, the cross-county rival, Herrin Tigers, in town. Herrin comes into the game tonight 11-17 on the year. Carterville 3-26, and just what's been a brutal year for the Carterville Lions. They've been in games all season long, and just haven't been able to get over that hump and get some type of momentum going. I really think that's been the big part. You just get beat down so much, it's just hard to get things going.
Losing becomes a mental thing. When you get in close games, which Carterville hasn't been in a lot this year, but the close games they've been in, and I go back to the AJ game here 3 weeks ago, Carterville had a chance to win that game, but they had not been in that situation very often this year. They did not know how to close out the deal. They lost a heartbreaker to the Wildcats that night. It becomes a mental block. You go from when you shoot the ball hoping it goes in to when you're confident it's going to go in. And I think that explains the problems with Carterville this year, plus the injuries. It's just not been a good year overall.
This Lions broadcast, it's brought to you by our friends at the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. That's where they offer the convenience of mobile banking. Stay connected and on the go with the Bank of Carbondale's mobile banking app. You can learn more. You can go to their website online at tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Still here on the pregame show. The both teams are out for their warm-ups this evening. And when we come back, we're going to continue and break down this matchup this evening for the Carterville Lions and the Herrin Tigers. Thank you for tuning in here on News Radio WJPF.
Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
First Southern Bank, a Southern Illinois-owned bank where local people and local decisions help you with all your financial choices. Our mission at First Southern Bank is simple, to represent community banking at its best. If you're looking for local, personal service, visit them today at any of their 15 locations in Marion, Carbondale, Carterville, El Dorado, Creel Springs, Grand Tower, Taylor Mills, Murfreesboro, Royalton, and Herrin. Or visit them on the web at firstsouthernbank.net. First Southern Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, you know, people just cannot get enough of Polar Whip. Nestler's Polar Whip, Route 148 North in Energy, home of the famous Polar Whip hamburger. You can call ahead, and they'll have your order ready for you to pick up. That's number 988-9210. Remember that. We'll come back to that later. But they've got platters where you can save even more money. They've got hot dogs, barbecues. Did you know they've got the Chief, the Aztec, fried pickles, fried green beans, and tamales?
Back at Carterville High School, it's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. 9 minutes until tip-off here between the Carterville Lions and these Herrin Tigers. Carterville coming off at just a beatdown from the Pinckneyville Panthers a week ago, Scott, 84-37, the worst loss of the year. Pinckneyville came out. You can understand why they are a ranked team. They won the River-to-River Conference. They're a very good ball team. And so Carterville has had a whole week to practice and kind of put that game out of their mind.
Yeah, and again, this is is the last game of the season, regular season, and you're playing your county rival Herrin. If you can't get motivated for this game, then you really need to check your pulse to see if you have one, because it's been a bad year. Only 3 wins, like you said, but you get it. This Carterville should look at this game like their playoffs. If you can knock off your cross-county rival, a team that's won 11 games this year, they aren't exceeding expectations. So this is a game. If Carterville comes out and plays hard, they could probably win. But to me, the game that I look at and say this might be where Carterville hit rock bottom might have been the Sparta game. You'd beaten Sparta once this year. You go to Sparta, you have a 7-point lead going in the fourth quarter, and you don't win. That's when you hit rock bottom, and now it's really a tough climb up the ladder.
That was a devastating loss, but I keep going back to the story that our producer-engineer Brian R. Powell tells about his brother's basketball team. They had, I believe it was 5 wins in the regular season, and they got into regionals and they got on a roll. They won 4 in a row, made it to the sectional title game, and so anything can happen, and we're looking at regionals coming up on Monday night against a Massac County team that Carterville should have beat on the road at Massac a couple of weeks back. So tonight could be a nice way to springboard your way into the regionals, maybe get on a bit of a roll. It's a tough regional, no doubt about it, but who knows what can happen.
Well, and last year, if you remember, Carterville played Massac County here first game of the regional, and won. A few weeks earlier, Massac County won on a half-court shot at the buzzer to win.
Yep.
So a lot of things are very similar to last year, so I agree. If Carterville could find a way to win tonight, maybe that gets their confidence up going into Monday night.
Carterville's going to start 4 of their 5 seniors, and as we mentioned, Grant Garvey's still out with that knee injury, but we'll go with his regular starting lineup, actually. Valerius Johnson, Connor Henderson, Fidel Campbell, the 4 seniors, and then they'll throw in the sophomore Austin Garvey as the Carterville Lions head off to the locker room to get final instructions from Coach Shane Hawkins. And as you look at the starting lineup for the Herrin Tigers, it's their regular lineup as well. Anthony Bronson Nessler, also Hayden Holloway, Drew Ringel, and Tate Johnson. Herrin has had an interesting season, been in some close ball games, won some big games, but lost others that they should have won, just like the Lions.
Yeah, they've lost. They've probably been in more overtime games this year than any team in Southern Illinois, and they've lost most of those, if not all of them. They've taken Benton to overtime. They've taken Harrisburg to overtime. They've actually beaten Harrisburg. Took Murfreesboro to overtime. Yet they went down to Massac County and gave up 70 to a Massac County team that's not that good. So they've been on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. When I look at this game tonight, Herrin has the better shooters. Herrin has the better ball handlers. Herrin does not have much size on the inside, and Herrin is prone to turnovers just like Carterville. For Carterville to win this game, they have to play good defense. They have got to stop Ringel, their guard. In 2 games, he's averaging 24 points against the Lions this year. You've got to stop Ringel. If you don't stop him, it's going to be a long night.
We're going to go on and take a second break. When we come back, we'll continue on our Bank of Carbondale Carterville Banking Center pregame show. The Bank of Carterville Banking Center offers a variety of business and personal banking services, including checking accounts, online banking, and mobile banking. For more information, stop by the Carterville Banking Center or visit the website at tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll return. It's the pregame show here on News Radio WJPF.
Too long. So for any size plumbing job, residential or commercial, call Brad Ellett Plumbing in Carterville at 985-2021. Online at bradellettplumbing.com.
Tired of tame restaurants? You'll go wild over the menu with Wild Hog. That's wild with a Y. On Route 13 in Greenville in the Log Building. You know the one. Wildly appealing. You'll go wild over the lunch and dinner deliciousness, including many smoked specialties. Bring the whole pack of friends and family. There's a kids menu and drink specials every day. Take the wood picker glass for easy access.
Bank of Herrin has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve play a key role in the business we do, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Herrin. To find out more, stop in or visit bankofherrin.com.
Friday night basketball action for you here at Carterville High School with Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson here on News Radio WJPF. You can watch the game online if you would like. You can head to YouTube. Just punch in Herrin Tigers at Carterville Lions. Welcome back to Amy tonight. She's back for her senior night here on the radio and on the video, and just a couple of minutes away from the tip-off here this evening. As both teams are... well, at least the Tigers are back out on the floor. As we said, they come into tonight 11-17 on the season, 3-26. The Carterville Lions for the year. Got a couple of updates here, Scott, that I want to throw out real quick. At the half, it was Carbondale. They're over in Missouri playing at Jackson, Missouri, and it was 28-20 that game at the half. We'll keep you up to date on other scores as we get those through the evening. The Blues aren't doing well.
Down 3-0 in the second period.
That's not good, so we'll be crying by the end of that.
And by the way, this is soda I'm drinking up here. For people who may be watching on YouTube or whatever, this is soda. I'm not drinking anything else.
I promise. Fingers crossed. Both teams are back, and it's the last. Can you believe this is actually the last game of the year? Weren't we just at the Midwinter Classic? I mean,
yeah, it seems like that we were just back at the Pyramid Plus tournament.
I know.
It goes by quick. You know, we're not that far away from hanging up our headphones for a few months, but you know, it goes by quick, and that's why you have to enjoy every game, every moment, because just like a parent, you better enjoy every moment and every game because it goes by so quick.
You know, and being in the broadcast booth, these are kind of like our babies watching them play because you just get that close to them, and we got such a great program here at Carterville and great faculty, but what makes the school is the students, and they're all just fantastic kids, and makes you proud to see them when they succeed, and these games are special when you get to honor those seniors on their final game on the floor where they played their entire high school career. Both teams are heading to the bench, and we are going to be getting into the starting lineups this evening. We appreciate you tuning in here. The Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center now has online mortgage center. That's where you can check rates or apply for a mortgage anytime. For more information on the Bank of Carbondale's online mortgage center, visit tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and all loans are subject to credit approval. NMLS registration number 742871. We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, the starting lineups as the Carterville Lions prepare to take on the Herrin Tigers next on News Radio WJPF. Back at Carterville High School, it's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. Zoe Zimbro on the national anthem this evening. What a fantastic job she did here this evening on senior night for the Carterville Lions. Well done, Zoe Zimbro. Well, Scott, we're about ready to go as we're getting ready to introduce the starting lineup for both teams here this evening. We'll start with the visiting Herrin Tigers. They're going to start number 5'11" sophomore Brandon Anthony. Also, at one of the guard positions, number 10, Bronson Nessler, the 6'2" senior. Number 13, the 6'2" junior, Hayden Holloway at one of the forward positions. Drew Ringel. The last time Carterville played Herrin was back on January 15th, I believe it was. 62-53, Herrin got the win. Back in November at the Pyramid, it was a 66-53 Herrin win. But the last game, Drew Ringel, he wound up pouring 20 points in the bucket for the Herrin Tigers.
Yeah, Drew Ringel has a bad shoulder. He's wearing a black brace on his right shoulder. He shoots right-handed. Talking to Mike Murphy, the play-by-play voice of the Tigers earlier tonight, he told me that Ringel was not supposed to play the last game they played against Massac County, but he did. He would not drive. He's very tentative with the basketball, and why wouldn't you be with a bum shoulder? So we'll see if that plays into this ball game tonight.
The fifth starter for Sailor Shirts and the Herrin Tigers will be the 6' junior, number 25, Tate Johnson. So the starting lineup for the Herrin Tigers will be Brandon Anthony, Nessler, Holloway, Ringel, and Johnson. Now the starting lineup for the Carterville Lions will be coming up right after the Herrin Tiger cheerleaders go through their pre-game cheer. And again, you can watch and listen to the game if you would like. If you can't make it over, you still got time to get here, but you can head to YouTube and just search Herrin Tigers versus Carterville Lions. It'll come right up. You get the radio feed and the video from our perch here at Carterville High School. So glad to have you tuned in here this evening. And we are just a second away from the starting lineup for the Carterville Lions.
Well, you know the Herrin Tigers will put a lot of pressure on Carterville's guards tonight. Try to get Carterville to turn the ball over, get out in transition and get some easy buckets. And, of course, you know, it's no secret to anybody. Justin Johnson's going to be a marked man tonight for the Carterville Lions. He's the only offense Carterville has consistently night in, night out. Herrin's going to try to shut him down.
And, you know, and Carterville has a tendency to turn the ball over. And it's nice to see here as Grant Garby is getting introduced to the starting lineup for the final time this evening. Grant hurt his knee back about a month ago and has been out for the remainder of the season. Connor Henderson, number 13, the 6'4", senior forward for Shane Hawkins. Also, number 21, Austin Garby, is actually the 5th starter this evening. He'll be replacing his brother Grant in that starting role. Fidel Campbell, number 23, the 6'1" senior who, after Grant Garby got hurt, Fidel has been starting and has done a fantastic job for these Lions. He's a scrapper and a hustler, gets in there and gets dirty and makes the dirty plays on the floor when it's needed, but he also has a nice shot.
And Fidel, Herrin has really no tape on Fidel Campbell. He did not play much, if any at all, in the previous 2 games. So Fidel may be a factor tonight, but you know, I think it all boils down to 2 things. Carterville's got to play very good defense. Don't let Drew Ringel beat you, and Carterville's got to take care of the basketball.
The final 2 starters, Justin Johnson, the 6'3" senior. He's done it all for this basketball team this season. Has been an MVP or all-tournament selections all season long in the tournaments we've played, and just kind of carries the team. He's the senior leader for this team. And then you have Dylan Valerius, the 5'11" guard for the Carterville Lions. So the starting lineup, again, for the Lions, Valerius, Johnson, Henderson, Garby, and Fidel Campbell. Both teams are out on the floor. The officials are ready. They dim the lights around the perimeter here at Carterville High School. And we are ready for action here on News Radio WJPF as the ball is in the air and it's controlled by the Carterville Lions. Thank you for tuning in here on News Radio WJPF. Carterville in the home whites this evening. And moving from left to right here on your dial is it's Austin Garby that gets on the board right off the get-go. Nice feed into the paint. A little turnaround jumper from about 8 is good. Carterville up 2-0. Herrin basketball as they have it in the front court. At the top of the key, that is Anthony. Hands it off to Ringgold, number 23, and then it's handed off to Hayden Holloway, who takes it out top, and they work it back around. Ringgold to the right side, out top to Brandon Anthony. He loses the handle on it, gathers it back up, though, and is able to get it to Tate Johnson. Tate Johnson wears number 25. Ringgold wears number 23. Feed into the paint, kick out to the left wing, back to the corner, wide open. Anthony for three, good.
Well, he not only was he wide open, Dave, but he double clutched and nobody came out on him.
So Carterville has the length of the floor to go. Herrin with a 1-point lead here early in the game. Connor Henderson gets the ball to Garby. He leaves it for Valerius. His left-hand layup, no good. Fidel Campbell gets the rebound, battles for it. Now Garby gets the rebound and the putback. Austin Garby has all 4 points for the Lions. Quickly, Anthony takes it the length of the floor. And the three ball from the top of the circle from Bronson Nessler is good.
Nessler has not shot the ball well this year, but he has the ability to get hot at any point in time.
Carterville having trouble breaking the timeline. They get it to Henderson. He does. Takes it the length down underneath the bucket, loses it, goes out of bounds off of the Herrin Tigers.
Yeah, Connor's really not the guy you want handling the ball, but it went off of Herrin, so Carterville will keep possession.
Just below us here at Carterville, it is 6-4. The Herrin Tigers with the 2-point lead. Johnson fires from about 10, doesn't hit anything, comes up short, and it's Johnson that takes it the other way. Leaves it for Brandon Anthony. He drives, kicks out to the left corner. Wide open from the left wing for three. That is from Holloway, no good, but it's Anthony that gets the rebound. Bronson Nessler now back to Anthony. Carterville matched up man-to-man here early defensively. 6-4, Herrin, the 2-point lead. Brandon Anthony, left-hand dribble behind the back, leaves it down low to Tate Johnson. Back to Anthony, now they work it toward the left side. Hayden Holloway with the ball. Out top toward Tate Johnson. Now right wing, they get it to the cutting Tate Johnson. He misses the layup runner, somehow battles for the board, gets it to Ringgold. Kicks it down low. The bunny from about 8 feet, no good by Holloway. He battles for it. We've got to fight for the ball, and the Lions come away with it.
Wild.
So far early on, Austin Garby, hop, jump. He shoots, gets fouled, and is going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. Wow, what a pace to this game here early on.
Carterville's got to do a better job of keeping the Tigers off the offensive glass. Herrin already has 3 offensive rebounds. And I'm telling you something. This game, this atmosphere, it's like a playoff game.
Austin Garby's at the line. He's going to shoot 2. That foul was on Drew Ringgold, his first of the game, as Austin misses the first free throw. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire City of Carterville are proud sponsors and supporters. Carterville Lions Sports. Austin Garby, number 21, his second free throw is on the way, and that's good. He has all 5 of the Lions' points. In that previous game, back in January, he wound up with 13 points in the game. We have a whistle and a foul on the Lions. I believe it's going to be on Dylan Valerius. It is, and that's going to be the first foul on DV.
Valerius and Anthony having a nice battle. Anthony pushed off with his left forearm, but didn't get called for it.
Brandon Anthony takes the inbound pass, drives, puts it up and under, no good, and it's Valerius that gets the rebound. 4:55 remaining in the first quarter, 6-5, Herrin Tiger lead. Fidel Campbell wears number 23 to Justin Johnson. He drives down the baseline, weaves his way in, misses the bank shot. Austin Garby's there. Johnson winds up with it somehow. It goes out of bounds. We got a whistle and a foul, and I believe they're going to call that on Bronson Nessler.
Yeah, Johnson got the ball in the paint down low. As he went up to shoot, he got his arms knocked. So that's going to be a foul on Herrin, their second team foul.
Carterville ball on the baseline. Valerius needs to get it in. That's a 5-second foul. 5-second foul. And a turnover on the Carterville Lions. That's the first turnover on Carterville.
Yeah, first turnover. Anytime you inbound the ball, you have to have players coming to the ball. You can't just wait to the pass to come to you.
Brandon Anthony, the sophomore guard, runs the offense for Sailor Shirts and the Herrin Tigers. Nice spin move by Ringgold off the left block, and he got fouled and is going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. And you can really see that shoulder's really heavily taped on Drew Ringel.
Well, the one thing Carterville's got to do, whether it's Anthony or Ringel especially, Carterville's got to stop their dribble penetration into the paint, because if they get into the paint, then it becomes a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 advantage for Herrin, and they can go anywhere with the ball that they want to. You've got to stop that drive down the lane.
Ringel hit the first free throw, 7-5. Second one on the way, and it's good. 8-5, a three-point lead now, 4:28 in the first quarter. Carterville's having to beat this full-court press by the Herrin Tigers. They do. They get it to Henderson. Now Johnson has it on the left wing. They work it back around the arc to Fidel Campbell toward the right side. Out top to Austin Garby. Austin is going to give it to Valerius. We're going to reset. They get the pick out top. Valerius drives, leaves it for Johnson. Wide open from three. That's short. That's two that he shot that has been short. Haven't hit anything. And he hears it from the Herrin Tiger fans just to our right.
Well, after the wild start to this game, both teams are now a combined 0 for 7 from the field.
8-5, 3:55 remaining in this opening quarter. Herrin in the road orange. The ball's tipped in the backcourt, but they say it was off of Johnson, so no backcourt violation on the Tigers. As it is Drew Ringel in the backcourt, gets it to Brandon Anthony. Kick out wide open left from the left pocket, no good. And Valerius gets the rebound for the Tigers, or for the Lions rather, brings it the other way. Justin Johnson to Austin Garby. Left elbow, drives, puts the shot up, no foul. This shot is blocked. Valerius gets it and is able to put it back. His first bucket of the game. It's a 1-point lead, 8-7 Herrin with the basketball. Brandon Anthony over to Holloway. Has the ball tipped away. Needs some help and works it right side. Gets it to Ringel. Ringel wears number 23. Back out top it comes to Tate Johnson. He's guarded by Austin Garby. Get it to the cutting Tate Johnson. Right hand layup, no good, but charging foul on Tate Johnson of the Herrin Tigers.
That's their second turnover. I think that was Johnson that took the charge underneath.
3:02 remaining here in the first. 8-7 Herrin. Carterville a chance to take the lead here. Things have kind of settled down a little bit early since that first 2 or 3 minutes. Valerius works toward the left side with a left-hand dribble. Justin Johnson, the senior, toward the left wing. Pulls up the dribble, gets it down on the block to Fidel Campbell. Turnaround floaters, no good. Rebound by Holloway. Gets it off to Brandon Anthony. Quickly takes it the other way. Oh, what a move. Left-hand layup, no good. Tip, no good. And the ball is batted around. Austin Garby grabs it for the Lions. Nice job on the boards by Carterville. Valerius gets the left-hand runner to fall. He's got 4. Carterville has the lead, 9-8.
Well, we've seen that from Valerius several times this year. Loves to go down the left side of the lane and kiss it off the glass.
Herrin has the basketball, down 1, 2:09 left. As they get it to Brandon Anthony, gives it to Holloway, who fires from 3. Good. Man, that's a sweet shot from Brandon Anthony. He's got 6, 2 threes here in the first quarter. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Carterville has yet to break it. Gets it to Garby across midcourt. Behind the back dribble, into the paint, throws it right through the face of Drew Ringel. Johnson somehow gets it, fires a 3, no good. Anthony with the rebound. Herrin on the run the other way. Kick out to the right wing. Wide open for 3. Off the iron, no good. And Valerius gets the rebound. 11-9, a 2-point Herrin Tiger lead. 1:27. Connor Henderson, the right-hand dribble. Still the 5 starters for Shane Hawkins on the floor. No substitutions as of yet. Down on the left low block. Valerius right-hand hook is no good. And a block called on Austin Garby, although he had a Herrin Tiger draped over the top of him, kind of pushing him. No foul.
Nothing you can do about that. There were 2 Tigers all over Garby, and he tried to keep his balance, but he was pushed
from behind.
Okay.
It is what it is,
Coach
Scott Hudson.
Coach
it is
Hawkins
what it is.
Not a happy camper right now.
No, he's not. 1:02 remaining here 11-9. Herrin basketball, top of the key. 3-ball, no good. Ball's kicked around. It goes out. Connor Henderson dives on the floor. We've got a jump ball as it was Bronson Nessler that got in on top there of Connor Henderson. And it's going to belong to the Herrin Tigers.
Neither team has really shot the ball well in this first quarter. Both teams got out to great shooting. Herrin made their first 2 shots. They were both threes. Carterville 2 out of their first 4, but since then it's been the word I like to use, woeful.
Yes. First substitutions of the game as Tyler Biddle is in. Also Luke Stritzel checking in for Dylan Valerius and Fidel Campbell. 45 seconds remaining here. Brandon Anthony, he gives it to Ringel. Now to Holloway. Holloway drives and is able to get the right-hand runner to go. He's got 8 here early on. It's a 13-9 Herrin Tiger lead, 30 seconds remaining. Connor Henderson has the ball stripped from him at midcourt. The other way they take it, they leave it down low and convert. Believe that was Johnson with the bucket, his first of the game. 18 seconds left, and Tyler Biddle has problems in the backcourt. Gives it to Justin Johnson. JJ works it back over to Biddle. Biddle steps across the timeline, a whistle and a foul, and that is going to be on Brandon Anthony. His first foul of the game.
Carterville not finishing strong here in this first quarter. A couple of turnovers have led to points by Herrin.
As Tyler Biddle misses the layup. 3 seconds, the shot from half court off the iron. It is not 15-9. That's the score here at the end of 1. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. You there, Brian? I'm not getting anything.
You'll benefit from a bank that offers convenience and exceptional service.
Thank you.
Market executive for Banterra, and we want to be your financial partner. We offer personal service combined with superior products such as digital banking, smart checking options,
Thank you.
and competitive lending rates. Banterra is the region's largest locally owned community bank with 25 Southern Illinois branches to serve you. Banterra Bank, proud supporter of high school sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
15-9, Herrin has the lead here at the end of the first quarter. And a little sloppy on both teams. A little bit of everything there that first quarter.
Carterville had a 9-8 lead. Herrin went on a 7-0 run to lead by 6 here to start the second.
Carterville has the ball here to start the second. Is there a move?
Carterville has 6, but they don't have any points to show for it.
11 points lead for the Herrin Tigers to show for those offensive rebounds. Nice pass into the paint, a whistle and a foul as they get the ball in to Cameron Vaughn. Understand we may have had a little issue with the live stream, but we're back up and running now. Foul is on Carterville's Bryce Anderson, his first, as Cameron Vaughn misses the first free throw. Second one from Vaughn is on the way. It rattles out, and Fidel Campbell gets the rebound. 3:50 remaining in the half. Don't forget our Wild Hog halftime show. Scott and I will break down the action here in the first half. Shot is no good by the Lions. Rebound once again, Herrin Tigers. Nice pass on the break. They get out in transition so quick, and Tate Johnson gets the layup. 26-13 Herrin.
Well, Carterville's watching. If you want to watch, you need to buy a ticket.
Yep, you got to get back defensively.
Yeah.
As Valerius has the ball in the front court to Tyler Biddle. Double team, gets the trap, and he's pushed. It's going to be the 15th foul now on the Herrin Tigers. Foul is on Hayden Holloway, his first. Brandon Anthony has the seat. Checks out. Checking in is going to be Trenton Stucker.
Carterville can't finish, Dave.
No, they can't. And again, Ringel takes it the length of the floor after getting the rebound. Turns it over, though. Another turnover on the Herrin Tigers. Carterville with the ball. 3 minutes exactly remaining here in the half. Carterville down 13, 26-13. Bryce Anderson, left-hand dribble out top to Tyler Biddle. Left wing, they go to Justin Johnson. Johnson looks inside, gets it to Fidel Campbell. Nice job getting it in. Fidel Campbell converts, turns around, lays it in with that left hand.
This is where Carterville needs to stop here, maybe come back down, get a 2, maybe a big 3, and you're right back in this thing.
And to keep working that ball into the paint to Campbell. As Cameron Vaughn is pushed from behind, he's able to get the ball, and they get it again. He's pushed again, but no foul called on the Lions. As it is Tate Johnson that puts the shot up, no good. Vaughn gets a rebound, but Carterville comes away with it somehow. Bryce Anderson to Justin Johnson. He's going to fire it from 3. Good, Justin Johnson.
Carterville's first 3 of the game, and it couldn't come at a bigger time.
Huge buckets. Down 8, 26-18. Holloway from just inside the paint. He's able to get that one to fall. I've got him for 10. 28-18, back to a 10-point lead.
Herrin's getting into the paint too easily.
Nobody shutting him off. Dylan Valerius drives. His little bank shot, no good. Battles for the board. Holloway comes away with it for the Tigers. 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. They're going to slow things down. Holloway out top on the circle. Left side they go to Tate Johnson. Johnson matched up defensively by Carterville's Bryce Anderson. Johnson toward the left wing, takes it to the elbow, kicks it out. Holloway drives down the paint, right hand floater's good. Where's this guy coming from?
Well, Carterville's not playing any defense whatsoever right now.
It's hard to, you got to get in there, get on him, get a body, something going on. Carterville ball, under a minute to play. Bryce Anderson, top of the circle. Tate Johnson on him defensively. Pulls up the dribble, gets it to Johnson. 40 seconds remaining. Justin Johnson to Fidel Campbell. Back to Tyler Biddle. Biddle to Dylan Valerius. 32, 31, 30 seconds remaining. 30-18, Herrin the lead. Carterville holding for the final shot of the quarter. Justin Johnson to Bryce Anderson. Anderson, the right-hand dribble, backs it up. He's going to take it back out, reset the offense. Gets a pick from Dylan Valerius. 13, 11, 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Bryce Anderson down on the paint. Bad pass to Fidel Campbell. Somehow he gets it to Justin Johnson, who fires from 3. Justin Johnson, JJ, at the end of the half to pull the Lions to within 9. It is 30-21. Your Wild Hog halftime show is next on News Radio WJPF.
We got a bunch of spots to make up. Let's go 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Introducing McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu with breakfast favorites for $1, $2, or $3, like the sausage McGriddles, small McCafe espresso drinks, the sausage McMuffin with egg, and
a new gaming console for my son.
a People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. It is 30-21 at the end of the first half, and Carterville got a big three from Justin Johnson there right before the buzzer, and that's what got them back to within the single-digit game.
Yeah, Johnson hit 2 big threes there near the end of the second quarter, and Carterville really needed that because they didn't shoot the ball very well in that first half, only 34%. Herrin shot 50% in the first half. Herrin was 6 of 8 from the field in that second quarter to pull out to the double-digit lead there for a while. Rebounding, Herrin out-rebounded the Lions 16-12. Herrin was led in rebounding by Holloway with 4. Valerius led the Lions in rebounding with 4. Turnovers, not a big issue really for either team. I've got both teams for 4 turnovers, so neither team's really turning the ball over a lot. But right now, the difference in this game, we talked about it in the pregame, Carterville's defense was not very good in the second quarter. Too many shots in the paint from Herrin, and Carterville's lack of offense in that first half is why they're down by 9 at half.
That is exactly why this Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Wild Hog. It's your Wild Hog halftime show. Wild with a Y, your Carterville post-game headquarters. Stop by the Wild Hog after the game. We'll show your Carterville gear, the logo, and you'll get 10% off of your bill there. Just show it to the service staff. Great drink specials, great food specials every single day. As we say, it's one of my favorite places to go. Bob and the gang, they will take great care of you. Stop by. It's the Wild Hog right there off Route 13 in Carterville. 30-21 is our score here at the half. We'll continue on our Wild Hog halftime show next on News Radio WJPF.
Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating of Carterville has proudly served Southern Illinois. Charlie's has earned their customers' trust, and they welcome the opportunity to earn yours. No job is too big or too small for Charlie's. Ask about their preferred service agreement for any brand and how it saves you money. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating is a certified York dealer located in downtown Carterville. Call 985-2502. Online at charliesairconditioningandheating.com. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, proudly supporting the Carterville Lions.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Service, Carterville, is a locally owned and operated business serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, specializing in much more than commercial or residential lawn care. Joseph McMahon and his crew can do snow removal, bush hogging, tree trimming, or tree removal, landscaping maintenance, and much more. Call 534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. 534-8148. That's 534-8148.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
At the Bank of Herrin, we know the recipe for success starts with the right ingredients. So we've taken services like mobile banking, team debit accounts, added in helpful employees, and a full-service trust department, and topped it off with a commitment to serve our communities. Put it all together, and it's clear why the Bank of Herrin is the leader in the communities we serve. Community strong, the Bank of Herrin. It's not just a bank, it's a relationship. Find out more at bankofherrin.com.
30-21 is the score here at the halftime. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. And when you look at scoring, it was Hayden Holloway really for the Herrin Tigers in that first half. Scott, I've got him for 12 points. Man, where did he come from?
Well, as I said in the pregame, Herrin has better outside shooters than Herrin does. And, we talked about Ringel. We talked about Nessler, who hit a big shot in the first quarter and hasn't done anything since. But Holloway's a kid he's kind of lengthy. He's got good size, and he can handle the ball. He's kind of a mismatch problem. But, again, a lot of Herrin's points in the second quarter all came inside 10 feet, inside the paint. Carterville's got to do a better job of stopping that dribble drive in the paint and letting Herrin have those easy shots.
The last game, which was back at the Midwinter Classic when Carterville faced Herrin, it was a 62-53 win, and it was Drew Ringel that led the charge for the Herrin Tigers. He had 20 points in that game, though. Do have to say, Austin Garby's best game of the year was against Herrin in that contest at the midwinter when he had 13, and he started off the game for the Lions on fire, scoring all 5 of his points in the first 2 minutes of the game, and had 5 points at the end of the first half.
Well, also in the second quarter, Carterville had some of those bunnies that we like to call. Garby, Anderson, Valerius in particular had shots inside 5 feet that they couldn't get to go for one reason or another. And if half of those go, Carterville's probably only down by 3 or 4 points right now.
We're going to go out and take our final break of our Wild Hog halftime show. Don't forget to stop by the Wild Hog, your Carterville Lions post-game headquarters. You can stop by anytime, though, and show them your Carterville gear, the logo. You'll get 10% off your bill. And enjoy their beverages, enjoy their food, enjoy the hospitality. It's a cool place. If you are a sports fan, they've got sports on the TVs all the time. It's the Wild Hog, wild with a Y. Here, your halftime show sponsor. We'll be back. It's 30-21 Herrin. Second half action next on News Radio WJPF.
Something a little more complex. Or maybe yours just doesn't. No matter day or night, 7 days a week, Thad Ellett Plumbing brings you quick service with over 7 years experience working for you. Thad offers you competitive rates, so you not only get the experience, you save money as well. And their fast, friendly service means that you don't have to live with that for too long. So for any size plumbing job, residential or commercial, call Thad Ellett Plumbing in Carterville at 985-2021. Online at ThadEllettPlumbing.com.
You've made it through the holidays. Now let SIU Credit Union help make your new year better. Now through February 28th, transfer your high-interest balances to an SIU Credit Union Visa credit card and receive an introductory 3.9% APR for 12 months and no balance transfer fees. Stop by any SIU Credit Union location or go online at siucu.org for information.
SIU Credit Union, where Southern Illinois belongs. Membership required. All loans subject to credit approval. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, you know, people just cannot get enough of Polar Whip. Nestler's Polar Whip, Route 148 North in Energy, home of the famous Polar Whip hamburger. You can call ahead and they'll have your order ready for you to pick up. That's number 988-9210. Remember that. We'll come back to that later. But they've got platters where you can save even more money. They've got hot dogs, barbecues. Did you know they've got the Chief, the Aztec, fried pickles, fried green beans, and tamales? Don't forget about tamales. Here's that number again, 988-9210. They'll have your order ready when you get there.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Dave McKenzie and Scott Hudson. Well, we're just underway. Nice pass down low as Herrin gets on the board right off the get-go. It's Bronson Nestler in the paint. 32-21. They waste no time.
That's at least the fourth, maybe fifth backdoor play that Herrin has converted tonight.
Justin Johnson's going to fire from 3 for Carterville. He fires up an air ball, no good. Fidel Campbell's on the floor, somehow gets it to Garby. He misses the bunny. Johnson gets it, jumper from 8, it falls. As Justin Johnson has 10 points in the game, and Herrin turns it over. Bring it back the other way. Carterville moving from right to left in the home at Whites. It's senior night here at Carterville. 9-point lead for the Herrin Tigers. Carterville's Garby, top of the circle. Right-hand dribble to the elbow. Pulls up the dribble. Needs some help. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson toward the right wing. He's guarded by Nestler. Down in the paint, down low. It goes out of bounds. We got a foul. And I think that's going to be on number 13 of the Herrin Tigers.
Holloway came down on the arm of, I think it was Garby.
Second on Holloway. First team foul here in the second for the Herrin Tigers. Inbound pass comes to Garby, backs his man down, throws it up off the board. No, wildly, no good. Tigers get the rebound. Brandon Anthony bobbles the ball as he comes across midcourt, but he gets it to Holloway. Back out top to Anthony, the sophomore, right wing. Wide open three from Nestler's no good. We have a whistle, and it's out of bounds.
I think I'm going to call foul on Anthony over the back.
Yep, they do. His second team foul. So Carterville finds themselves down 9. They were down as many as, 15 there in the first half. As we have another whistle and a foul. It's on Herrin's Tate Johnson, his second.
Already 3 team fouls for Herrin, so not before too much longer. The Lions are going to be going into the 1-on-1.
3 team fouls in a minute and a half. Carterville basketball. Senior Dylan Valerius. On a night that we honor the seniors. To Fidel Campbell, back to Valerius. Valerius drives right-hand layup is good. 6 for DV, 32-25. Carterville finds himself within 7. As it is Johnson to Brandon Anthony. Anthony, the right-hand dribble. Top of the circle top of the key, between the circles to Holloway. Fires from about 15, no good. Valerius the rebound. Takes it across the timeline. Connor Henderson fires from 3, in, out, no good. Rebound on the floor. Campbell gets it. His floater, no good. Valerius puts it back up and good. Carterville battling back. They're down 5.
Carterville's battling on the offensive boards.
And Sailor Shirts needs a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a break as well. 32-27 Herrin on News Radio WJPF. Carterville has battled their way back to 5 points. They were down as many as 15 in that second quarter, but they find themselves down 32-27. And momentum right now on the side of the Carterville Lions. As Herrin has the ball just below us here at Carterville High School. Holloway, he gives it to Tate Johnson, to Brandon Anthony, and now to Bronson Nestler. Out top, they work it around. Wide open down the lane, the layup. He did walk, no call. Drew Ringel. Carterville has it the other way. Valerius takes it to the rack. Right-hand layup is good. He's got 10. He is on fire here in the third quarter for the Lions.
Valerius is feeling it, as they say.
Somebody needed to. Carterville down 3. On a senior night, I'm not surprised, though. He's a pretty emotional kid. And he can really get fired up as the layup is no good by Holloway. Johnson takes it the other way for the Lions, throws it. Thought he got fouled. He threw the ball up at the rim. No call, and the ball is out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, Carterville had a chance to pull to within 1. Got a little bit out of control on that drive down in the front court.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville. For over 30 years, a certified Jordan dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502 or go online, charliesairconditioningandheating.com. We got a whistle and a foul as Dylan Valerius went over the back on the rebound. He got the put back in, but he had to climb the back of one of the Herrin Tigers to get it.
Yeah, just couldn't get in front of his man.
Coming up on our postgame show, we're going to not only break down the game, but we're going to have a chance to talk to the 5 seniors here this evening. It's a little tradition we do. Just say thank you to them. And that's all coming up on our Wild Hog postgame show. Herrin has the ball and the 3-point lead. Holloway gets it down on the low block. Nice spin move by Tate Johnson. His shot's no good, though, and Dylan Valerius gets another rebound. He's been a boarding beast here this evening.
8 rebounds for Mr. Valerius.
Wow. Nice job in the paint. Austin Garby loses his footing, and they're saying a 3-second violation as he fell on the ground and he just covered up the ball. Shane Hawkins looks at the official like, are you kidding me? Where was the push? He got shoved to the ground.
I don't know.
Not called, though. Brandon Anthony gets the left-hand layup to fall. I've got him for 8 in the game as the ball goes out of bounds off of the Herrin Tigers.
Well, Carterville's made a game of this. They're in good position now. 3:41 left the third. This is where they've got to be the better of the two teams the rest of this third quarter.
They've got momentum. They've got the home crowd on their side as well. But they turn it over. Brandon Anthony takes it the other way. The left-hand layup is good. He's got 10. Justin Johnson with the basketball for the Lions. 36-29. Tigers with the lead. Dylan Valerius. Fidel Campbell, right-hand floater is good. What is that shot? Is that a little hook shot for him? Herrin brings it the other way. Quickly missed the shot, and Campbell gets the rebound. Connor Henderson gets the ball to Garby on the low block. Turnaround, throws it up in the rack again. Henderson gets the rebound. His shot's no good. Way out front, they quickly get it to Brandon Anthony, and again, they beat the Lions down the floor. 12 for Brandon Anthony. He and Hayden Holloway each have 12 for the Herrin Tigers.
Anytime Carterville misses a shot, Herrin's looking to get out as quickly as possible.
Yep. Justin Johnson fires from 3. That's short. Rebound to Henderson. He misses the shot. I think he's got about 3 or 4 misses here in the game. Ball's out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, Connor's not shot the ball well tonight, especially. He's left a couple of short. He shot an air ball over the rim in the first quarter.
So a couple of substitutions for the Lions. Dylan Valerius checks out. Luke Stritzel's in. Tyler Biddle's in. Turnover on the Lions. Again, quickly. Nice pass as they get it to Drew Ringel. He gets the bucket and the foul. And is going to go to the line and shoot the and one.
3 turnovers in this third quarter. Carterville only had 4 in the entire first half. Carterville got to within, 2 points, 3 points, and now Herrin has extended it back to 9, possibly 10 with a free throw. This has been the problem with Carterville all year long. They'll play good for a couple of minutes, maybe 2.5, and then it just falls apart.
They just can't sustain it throughout a quarter. As Ringel's free throw is good, he converts the 3-point play. He's got 8 points for the Herrin Tigers. Carterville with the ball. They're down 10, 2:10 left in the third quarter. Fidel Campbell, nice give and go with him and Justin Johnson. Fidel converts. He's got 8, 41-33. Herrin with the lead and the ball. Whistle, and he turned the ball over.
That's a call you don't see very often. You can almost call palming the ball or carrying the ball on every possession. I guess that was a little too much for the liking of the official.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't know that I've seen that called all season. Tyler Biddle loses his footing out top. Ball's on the floor. It winds up in the hands of the Herrin Tigers. Anthony, he takes him. We've got a whistle and a foul on Tyler Biddle.
Well, you can't have turnovers like that if you expect to win close basketball games. You've got to be able to take care of the basketball.
Herrin has the ball and the 8-point lead, 1:42. Cameron Vaughn. Down in the corner, comes to Nessler. Back out top, they work the perimeter to Brandon Anthony. He dribbles toward the left wing. Just inside the arc, puts it up from about 15, no good. Johnson gets the rebound for the Lions. Carterville has it. Fidel Campbell from about 15 is good. He's got 10 in the game, Scott. Seniors are playing well. Justin Johnson needs a few here. He's got 10. Wide open 3, rims out, no good. Campbell gets the rebound. Carterville down 6. Tyler Biddle, cross midcourt. Wide open, Stritzel, his shot is partially blocked, goes out of bounds. And it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, I think they called Anthony, who got the rebound. He fell out of bounds with the ball. A quick 3 by Stritzel, which It must have gotten partially blocked because it didn't even get anywhere near close to the rim.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson and the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters. Carterville Lions Sports. Inbounds pass comes to Johnson. We got a whistle and a foul before the shot. Foul is on Drew Ringel, his second. That's going to be the 4th team foul on the Herrin Tigers. Carterville basketball under their own basket. Johnson from 12, no good. Rebound comes off to Tate Johnson. Herrin brings it back the other way toward the left wing. Top of the key. They work it around toward the right side. Out top. Jake Baumgart into the game for the Tigers. Right side to Drew Ringel. Ringel out top. Tate Johnson, top of the key, into the paint. Ringel drives, tries to dump it down low to Vaughn, turns it over though. Carterville the other way. Has a chance to get within 5. Fidel Campbell buries it from the free throw line. It's a 4-point game, 13 seconds left here at the end of 3.
Why do you foul 35 feet away from the basket with 11 seconds to go?
Don't know.
That is just...
Johnson, and that's Johnson's 4th, as a matter of fact. I don't guess they called the foul?
Well, the foul was on Biddle.
Oh, it was on Biddle. Okay, good. Herrin basketball. Left wing wide open, no good at the buzzer. 41-37 is the score. We're heading to the 4th. You're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Dave, when you guys come back after this, I'll be out of the room for a couple of minutes. I'll text you when I'm back.
Okay.
But the $1, $2, $3 menu could help you save for one.
Especially if we leave the kids at home.
With Grandma, of course.
Oh,
Build whatever meal you want with favorites on McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Hi, this is Caitlin Ulrich, a relationship banker with People's National Bank. People's National Bank is proud to have served
We'll
Southern
throw an
Illinois
ID
since
out of us and then
1909.
back to
As
you.
a family-owned community bank, we pride ourselves in serving our customers and taking care of the communities in which we call home. Whether it is in the bank, at the local restaurant, or at the ball field, we are committed to Southern Illinois. Stop by any People's National Bank today and see what banking with a family-owned community bank is all about. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
News Radio 1340, WJPF, Herrin.
41-37 as we head to the 4th quarter. The Herrin Tigers with the lead.
Carterville cut into that 9-point halftime lead by the Tigers. They've got a shot now. They get the ball to start the 4th. Carterville 38% from the field in the 3rd quarter, only 28% for Herrin.
Carterville has the ball to start play here in the 4th. And trying to cut into that 4-point lead. Dylan Valerius on the right wing. Pulls up the dribble. Man-to-man defense by the Herrin Tigers. Justin Johnson now toward the right pocket to Luke Stritzel. Tyler Biddle beats his man. Tries to get it into Campbell. Turns it over again. And Herrin brings it the other way. Brandon Anthony, nice spin move. Tries to dump it down low. That's a turnover on the Tigers. They're giving Carterville an opportunity here. Dylan Valerius to Justin Johnson. Johnson drives, puts the floater up, gets the whistle and the foul. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's going to line and shoot 2.
Well, Johnson recognized there was nobody in the paint to stop him when he got there. So he did the right thing, took it to the hole. Maybe left his feet a little too soon. Maybe could have gotten a little closer to the basket, but he did draw the foul.
Johnson's first is good. JJ has 11, the senior, on senior night. The seniors are all performing well. Dylan Valerius has 10, Johnson 11, Fidel Campbell has 12. Connor Holloway, or Henderson rather, no points. As Johnson misses the second, Cameron Vaughn gets the rebound for the Tigers. Brings it the other way. Brandon Anthony, left-hand layup, no good. Ringel with the rebound, ball on the floor. We got a whistle and a foul and a pushing foul on the Carterville Lions.
Well, Carterville may have gotten away with a foul on the initial shot. So take advantage of it and don't give Herrin a second chance. Carterville did not get the loose ball. And now Herrin's going to get an extra possession.
And Justin Johnson just picked up that 4th foul as Brandon Anthony takes the inbound pass. He's fouled from behind by Dylan Valerius. That's 3 on DV in the game, and Brandon Anthony's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
Now he just beat Valerius to the hole.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Coldwell Banker Preferred Realty, where they're happy to support the Carterville Lions. There's a reason we are preferred, and you can find out why. Located on West Plaza Drive in Carterville. Anthony's first free throw was good. I've got him for 13 unofficially. Austin Garvey checks in. Bryce Anderson checks in. Luke Stritzel and Tyler Biddle head to the bench for the Carterville Lions. Second one from Anthony. Rims out. Campbell gets the rebound for the Lions. 7:07 remaining. Left wing. That is Valerius. Right-hand dribble. Back to Austin Garvey. Garvey down toward that left corner. They work around the perimeter to Bryce Anderson. Right-hand dribble. Takes it toward the right wing. Behind the back. Leaves it for Justin Johnson, left wing. He drives. Left elbow. Kicks it to Valerius. He bumps into his defender. Leaves it for Johnson. Johnson steps in the arc, outside the arc, back to Bryce Anderson, and out top. Carterville reset. Johnson thinks about the 3. Gets it into Fidel Campbell. Turnaround layup is good. JJ and Fidel got something going here tonight, and we got a whistle and a timeout. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Shane Hawkins. We'll take a break as well. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. As it is 42-40, Herrin Tigers, the 2-point lead. Carterville's climbed right back in it.
Well, this reminds me a lot of the AJ game a few weeks ago here. Carterville stayed close, never got over that proverbial hump. Can they do it tonight? This would be a big win for this group and this program if they could come from behind and win tonight.
Well, and we're seeing exactly what you hope you see on a senior night. That is the seniors stepping to the forefront this evening. Connor Henderson, Fidel Campbell, Justin Johnson, and Dylan Valerius all contributing. More so Valerius, Johnson, and Campbell, but JJ and Fidel Campbell have something really special going here tonight as they're working well off each other.
Yeah, they're playing well, and you love to see that from seniors on senior night.
Herrin basketball into the front court. Brandon Anthony, left wing, throws the ball away. Another turnover on the Herrin Tigers.
Just a little outside.
Carterville has a chance to either tie it or take the lead on this possession at the 6:15 mark of the 4th quarter. Momentum on the Lions side right now. First half it was all Herrin, but here in the second, it's Carterville as Johnson fires from 3. JJ, good from the left corner. He has 14 and Carterville has the lead.
What a shot by the senior.
43-42. Carterville picks up the defensive pressure, forces a turnover. Valerius the other way. Left-hand layup is blocked. Here come the Tigers. Quick outlet pass to Tate Johnson is good. As the Tigers beat the Lions down the floor again.
It wasn't a long rebound. It was a rebound underneath the basket. There's no reason to get beat down the floor like that.
And an outlet pass. It was a quick outlet pass, and the second pass as Austin Garvey floats one home for the Lions. Back to a 1-point lead for the Lions. Here we go, back and forth. Brandon Anthony across midcourt. Herrin in the road uniforms, the road orange. Anthony cuts, gets the layup and the whistle and the foul. And will go to the line and shoot the and one.
We saw this in the first half. Herrin getting a lot of points in the paint. They're just beating the Lions into the paint and not able to stop the Tigers when they go up for the shot.
Austin Garvey just picked up his first foul of the game. Connor Henderson is going to check in. Justin Johnson is going to go get a breather. We need to keep JJ out of foul trouble. He's got 4 in the game, and Shane Hawkins wants to get him a breather for the stretch run here in this 4th quarter. Anthony's free throw rims out. Campbell gets the rebound for Carterville. 46-45, 1-point Tiger lead. Just under 5 to play here in the game. Bryce Anderson to Garvey, now to Henderson. Hindu gives it up to Dylan Valeris down in the left pocket, steps through a double team. We got a whistle and they say a jump ball.
That's a turnover for Carterville. They've got 6 now in this second half. You're double teamed. You cannot, 99 out of 100 times, you're not going to be able to go through that double team trying to dribble.
No.
But first you got to stay out of the corner and you don't get double
avoid
teamed.
the trap, exactly. As Herrin has the ball, Cameron Vaughn in the paint. He gets his rebound, misses the shot. Carterville gets the rebound. They missed 3 shots on that possession.
Yeah, they did.
Quickly the other way. Carterville has it. They had down 1, 46-45. Bryce Anderson, passes up the 3 ball. Hindu across the top of the key. Back to Anderson, fires from 3. Bryce Anderson!
The freshman steps up and hits a big shot.
His first bucket of the game. Carterville up 2 now, 48-46. Oh, feel the excitement in the air, Scott Hudson. As Herrin has it, nice drive down the lane. The shot is no good by Ringel. Puts his rebound back, and we got a whistle and a foul. And Ringel is going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
Again, Ringel had an off-balance shot, but was able to stay with it and get that offensive rebound. I think this thing's going to go down the final possession.
I think so as well. Ringel's first free throw is good. He's got 9. This Lions broadcast brought to you by, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Downtown Carterville for over 30 years, a certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. Second from Ringel is good. Battling this cold, Scott Hudson.
I've been
the
there,
more excited
I
I get, the more I'm battling it.
I feel your pain.
I know you had it here a couple weeks ago. Carterville basketball. Justin Johnson to Dylan Valerius. 3:20 on the fourth quarter clock. It's all tied at 48. Bryce Anderson, top of the key. Left wing to Dylan Valerius. Right hand dribbles off the wing. Resets the offense.
Would Carterville dare hold the ball for the final 3 minutes?
No.
I don't know that they could hold it even if they wanted to.
Johnson gets caught in the trap, another turnover, and we got a whistle and a foul on the Carterville Lions. It's going to put Herrin in. They're actually in the 1-and-1 now. The foul is on number 12, Bryce Anderson, his second. And at the line is going to be Tate Johnson shooting free throws. Jackson knocked off Carbondale, 72-70 in double overtime this evening. Tate Johnson misses the free throw. We're all tied at 48 here, 2:45 remaining. Another turnover on the Lions. That's 8 here in the half. As it is Tate Johnson that is on the receiving end of a pass from Brandon Anthony. He converts. It's a 2-point Tiger lead. Bryce Anderson on that left wing. Right hand dribbles out toward the top. Leaves it for Johnson. Passes up the 3 ball. You can see Herrin's stepping into it to get the trap on Justin Johnson. Every time he gets the ball, they're trying to double team him, and Shane Hawkins wants a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout as well. It's 50-48. Herrin Tigers here on News Radio WJPF.
Online at charliesairconditioningheating.com. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, proudly supporting the Carterville Lions. Why Stern Sales? Stern Sales, Highway 148 and Energy.
You're all good on spots. You're all good on spots. You can keep it there if you want.
Tires and wheels.
Thank you.
You want options. That's why Stern Sales has access to over 700 vendor lines, including Lear products.
On YouTube, thank you for watching.
For you. It's
Appreciate it.
Stern Sales. It's a question of when. Stern Sales, Highway 148 Energy.
2-point lead for the Herrin Tigers coming down the stretch here in this contest, 50-48. Scott, Carterville's fought their way back in it. No reason to give up now. Why not go ahead and win this thing?
Well, Carterville's last 2 possessions, they've turned the ball over, and that's why they're down by 2 instead of maybe up by 3 or 4.
So, Carterville ball. As the clock makes its way to 2 minutes even remaining in the game. And Carterville down 2. Justin Johnson coming off the timeout from Shane Hawkins. Dangerous passes picked off. We have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on the Herrin Tigers. They call it on Drew Ringel.
That's on
Johnson.
Tate Johnson, yeah.
That's the 4th on Tate Johnson. That's a big foul. So Carterville has the ball on the side, down 2. Inbound to Bryce Anderson from Justin Johnson. The freshman holds toward the right wing. Now dribbles, and his pass is tipped away. 9 turnovers, quickly the other way. Johnson gets the layup.
3 straight turnovers by the Lions.
And a 4-point lead for the Tigers. 90 seconds remaining. Carterville needs to protect the basketball. Connor Hawkins has his 3-ball blocked in the corner. That's where he sets up. And it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions. Anderson triggers the inbounds, gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins to Johnson. Moving right to left here this evening. 1:20 remaining in the game. Dylan Valerius on the right wing. Carterville down 4. Do you have a 4-point play here in your playbook?
If you hit a 3 and get fouled, that's about the only way.
Johnson to Campbell. Gets it back to Johnson quickly. Turnaround jumper is good. Justin Johnson pulls Carterville to within 2 and a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. What is Shane Hawkins saying to his team here in this timeout, Scott?
Well, you've got to you cannot let Herrin penetrate. Although I don't think Herrin's going to do that. I think Herrin's just going to spread it out, try to hold the ball for the last 59.7 seconds, and force Carterville to foul and send Herrin to the line. Carterville would be great if they could come up with a steal, but I would say with about 20 to 25 seconds is when Carterville's got a foul, because you want to have more than 1 possession left in the game.
Nice job by the Carterville student section this evening. It was jersey night. Wear whatever jersey you wanted. There's some hockey jerseys.
Yeah, I don't like. There's some fans up there I don't like.
I know. They're
Hawks. I
Hawks.
see about 3 or 4 of them.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially Tay's jerseys.
Yeah, well, the way the season's going, Chicago and St. Louis may be watching the playoffs from their home.
From the sideline, you're right. 52-50, a 2-point game, under a minute to go. Herrin has the basketball. Nice job defensively by Dylan Valerius.
Well, Anthony almost lost that on the initial throw-in. Herrin very lucky to keep that ball.
Herrin finds himself in a cat fight here with the Lions. They get it into the front court. That's Tate Johnson. Now to Holloway. Out top, we got a whistle and a foul. Now we have a timeout. Timeout. Sailor Shirts calls the timeout for the Herrin Tigers. It is going to be a full. We're going to take a break as well. 49 seconds left. It's 52-50. Herrin over the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF. Marion and Centralia tied at overtime.
Service means that you don't have to live with that for too long. So for any size plumbing job, residential or commercial, call Thad Ellett Plumbing in Carterville at 985-2021. Online at ThadEllettPlumbing.com.
You've made it through the holidays. Now let SIU Credit Union help make your New Year's better. Now through February 28th, transfer your high-interest balances to an SIU Credit Union Visa credit card and receive an introductory 3.9% APR for 12 months and no balance transfer fees. Stop by any SIU Credit Union location or go online at
49 seconds remaining in the game. 2-point Herrin lead, and they have the ball, 52-50. They get the ball in to Tate Johnson. Johnson toward the left wing. He's guarded by Campbell. This has been a good ball game, Scott.
Been very good, very entertaining.
Senior night for the Lions. We have a whistle and a foul. It's going to, that's 10 fouls, puts Carterville Herrin actually in the double bonus. So at the line is going to be Brandon Anthony shooting 2. Don't forget to stick around on the Wild Hog postgame show. We're going to break down this game, and then we're going to talk to our seniors. Dylan Valerius, Justin Johnson, Connor Henderson, Fidel Campbell, Grant Garby. Macy Blythe's going to come up and join us. We'll just ask them each a couple of questions as they wrap up their high school careers. Second from Anthony is good. I've got him for 15. Good ball game from Brandon Anthony, the sophomore. He's fun to watch. 54-50, a 4-point lead. Carterville's got to go quickly. They get it over to Johnson on the left wing. Out top, Bryce Anderson. Now on the right side to Henderson. Out top again to Johnson. Left wing to Valerius. To Bryce Anderson. Somebody's got to do something. 20 seconds. Johnson fires from 3. It's short. Valerius gets the rebound, misses the bunny. The ball goes out of bounds, and it is off of the Lions.
That is probably a microcosm of Carterville's season offensively. Missing bunnies, just getting close, getting just so close to winning a basketball game, and cannot find a way to get it done.
54-50, we've got a timeout here on the floor. We'll keep it here. We invite you to stick around for the Wild Hog post-game show. We also have to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game as well. Got a couple of people in mind. Been a nice crowd here this evening. They had a dinner before the game in the Commons area. And of course, with it being senior night, the presentations, the 5 seniors, Dylan Valerius, Justin Johnson, Connor Henderson, Fidel Campbell, and Grant Garby. And for senior Macy Blythe. It's been a long season for these Carterville Lions. And of course, don't forget, Monday, the Lions are back in action at the Carbondale Regional. 7 o'clock is game time against the Massac County Patriots. We'll have the pregame show starting at 6:45 from Carbondale High School. Come join us there at Carbondale. That's a tough regional for anybody. It's got Marion. Who else is in there? I forgot.
Marion, Benton.
Benton, that was the other team. Carbondale. We have a whistle and a foul here.
I go back to just what seemed like a couple of minutes ago. Carterville had a 2-point lead and the ball.
With 2 minutes left.
On 3 straight possessions. They turned the ball over. 2 by a senior and 1 by a freshman. And in a close game, you look at the little things. And those were 3 possessions Carterville could ill afford to turn the ball over, especially when you got a 2-point lead. That, to me, is probably going to be the difference in this ball game.
Could be, as it's a 5-point lead now as Drew Ringel hits the first free throw. The second one is on the way. And he gets that one to fall as well. Ringel has 12. Balanced scoring up and down the lineup for the Herrin Tigers. Length of the floor to go. Carterville down 6. Got to get 2 quick shots off here, or a shot and a foul. Valerius is going to fire from 3 off the iron. No good. That's going to do it. Battle for the boards. 56-50. That is the final here at Carterville. The Herrin Tigers knock off your Carterville Lions on senior night. Wild Hog postgame show is next on News Radio WJPF. Okay.
Carterville game ticket gets you 10% off the week following, Tuesdays through Sundays for lunch and dinner. offering a new in-office dental discount plan. The plan was designed for patients who don't have dental insurance or their employer no longer provides it. An enrollment fee makes you automatically a member. You and your family can start saving right away. There are instant benefits such as 1 emergency exam, 2 routine exams, and cleanings and x-rays. Also, you will be eligible for dental discounts on procedures such as fillings, root canals, crowns, and more. Call the Settle Dental Group or visit them online at settledentalgroup.com.
Your local Health Mart pharmacies, Family Drug, Logan Primary Pharmacy, and Carbondale Family Pharmacy, the Center for Medical Arts, are independent pharmacies owned by the Calcaterras. Fred has been here since 1971 and feels his success is because of compassionate employees. If you need a pharmacy that cares and has free, yes, free delivery, your Health Mart pharmacies, Family Drug, Logan Primary Pharmacy, and Carbondale Family Pharmacy are here to answer any questions about starting a relationship. They do care.
56-50, the final here as the Herrin Tigers knock off the Carterville Lions on senior night here at Carterville High School. And Carterville had their chances there. 2 minutes left, up 2 and the ball. They just couldn't do anything with it, and Herrin put them away late.
Yeah, just 3 straight turnovers when you got a 2-point lead. And, you know, uncharacteristic, the 2 of those came from a senior. The freshman had a turnover. You know, you kind of expect that to happen. That's going through the growing pains, as they say. But Carterville, this was very similar to the AJ game here a few weeks ago. Carterville fought back from a double-digit deficit, had themselves in a position to win a game they weren't supposed to, but just little things like turnovers at inopportune times kept them from winning their 4th game of the year.
Carterville sees its record go to 3-27 on the year. Herrin, on the other hand, improves to 12-17 on the season. And our Wild Hog postgame show going to be just a touch extended as we're waiting on our seniors to make their way up here. It was a good ball game. It was entertaining. It was fun to watch. But Herrin gets the 56-50 win. We're going to go on and take our first break here on our Wild Hog postgame show. The Wild Hog, it is your Carterville Lions headquarters. You can head in there with your Carterville gear, show them the logo. You're going to get 10% off, not only just on after the game, but anytime. Make sure you show your server. You'll get 10% off your bill. Great drink specials, great food specials every single day at the Wild Hog. It's Wild with a Y. Stop by and say, tell them we said hello. They know us both personally. Just it's not going to get you anything off your bill, but no. Tell them. It's the Wild Hog, Wild with a Y, right there off Route 13 in Carterville. We'll continue on our Wild Hog postgame show next on NewsRadio WJPF. Thank you. $56-50, the final here. We need to name our Joe's Lawn Care stars of the game, and I got a couple names I want to throw out to you.
Okay, throw them out. I'll see if I can catch them.
Dylan Valerius had an outstanding game tonight.
Yep.
He's always tough on the boards, but tonight he winds up with 10 points offensively. And the other name I want to throw out is Fidel Campbell. Fidel came in to replace Grant Garby late in the season starting. And he's been just a pleasure to watch. And tonight, he winds up with 14 points in the game. He was a beast on the boards as well. What do you think about those two names?
Yeah, I think you got to go with those two because both of those, Campbell and Valerius, were 1 rebound each short of a double-double. Both had 9 rebounds tonight. Both had 2 offensive rebounds. They played a very good game. They played a strong game. So, yeah, I have no problem with those two because I thought they played a whale of a game.
They did play a whale of a ball game and just been so much fun to watch this year. So we'll name Dylan Valerius and Fidel Campbell our Joe's Lawn Care stars of the game. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, you can call Joe. Joe and Lindsay McCann at Carterville, they have been in business for over 20 years. They specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. You know, they're not your typical rush in, rush out service. They will take care of you. And all you have to do is pick up the phone and call 534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, remember that. Call Joe, 534-8148. Dylan Valeris and Fidel Campbell are Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal stars of the game. We should start seeing some of the players make their way to the floor. I know that the seniors are down. Macy Blythe is down on the floor. She's getting pictures. It's an emotional night, and I'm sure that it's an emotional time in the locker room with Coach Shane Hawkins and his basketball team right now.
Well, he's got to be happy with the effort tonight, especially when you're down by 9.5. You know, we've seen this story play out before where Carterville's down by 9 or more at half and aren't able to make a comeback or make a game of it. Tonight they did. They had the lead in the fourth quarter, so you got to be happy with the effort. Some decisions, bad decisions, like the AJ game late, cost the Lions a chance to win this ball game, but the effort was there. They played hard. They left everything out on the floor. And I think with the way this season has gone, Coach Hawkins just wants the effort. He wants you to play with some passion, and he got that tonight.
Well, if games were won and lost based on effort, Carterville would have a winning season because they have not, you know, even despite the record, they're 3-27 now on the season. Even despite that, they've not quit. And, you know, I think last week against Pinckneyville, they're toward the end of the game, they were a little beat down, but they didn't lay down.
Right.
And they've not laid down all season long. And that's a credit not only to Shane and the coaching staff, Dennis and you know, everybody, Quinn and Lane and David, but more importantly, it's a testament to the players and the heart that they've shown. You know, we've talked about it the last few games. You got to play with heart, and if you can say what you want about the Lions, they have done that.
They've played hard all year long, and that's all you can ask. You know, I have seen teams with a lot of talent that don't win a lot of games, where they underachieve. This team, you know, this Carterville team isn't that good in a lot of areas. Offensively, they just don't have a lot of shooters. They don't have a lot of good ball handlers. And once Ford left the team, they really didn't have an inside presence. Be that as it may, they never gave up. They played hard. At times they tried to do a little bit too much, but you expect that. When you're losing games, there are certain times where as a player you feel like you have to do more and you force things. You don't let the game come to you. But the effort has always been there, and I know when this season's over, Coach Hawkins is going to look back. He's going to see a lot of things that they did wrong, but the one thing he's going to have to be happy about is the effort he got night in and night out from this team.
We're going to go on and take our final break. We're awaiting the seniors to make their way up here as they we're going to get a word with them, and we'll go on and get our final break, get that out of the way. 56-50, excuse me. It was Herrin over Carterville here on News Radio WJPF.
Maintenance for your car, but then you became a mom for that. Aaron's Auto Center in Marion is your one-stop automotive repair shop. Your Napa Auto Care Center, Aaron's installs quality Napa parts. Make sure your car is safe and dependable. Take it to Aaron's Auto Center in Marion.
Hey, Carterville Lion fans, this is Jim with Aaron's Auto Center. Be the first to come in and tell me the final score of tonight's game, and I'll give you a free $18.99 oil change. Go Lions!
Need a bank that is available when you are? At Banterra, we offer digital banking options that allow you to do banking 24/7. Download our app on your mobile device for mobile check deposit, bill pay, and more. Apply for a mortgage, make easy and secure online loan payments, or shop securely using digital wallet products and Visa checkout. Own a business? We offer a wide range of digital business products as well. Enjoy convenient banking with Banterra. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Still not
Welcome back to Carterville High School. 56-50 was the final this evening on senior night, and I'm just Scott. I'm just pleased to say we got our seniors joining us here on the game. The first one that's going to join us is Connor Henderson. Connor, the 6'4" forward, buddy. Man, that's a tough loss this evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a rough game. I think we almost had them. We should have beat them. We had them beat, and just had a few rough plays here and there, and let it go.
On senior night, what was your thoughts coming into the game and knowing the emotion part of the game?
Yeah, it's an emotional night. It's, you got a lot going on before the game, so we were really focused on trying to stay focused. It's about the basketball game in the end, and trying to enjoy all the senior night festivities, but then get focused for the game.
Connor, now that the regular season's over, you go to Carbondale, on Monday night to play a team in Massac County that you played a few weeks ago and lost to, a game similar to this where, the game was there to be had. So I would think with the way you guys played tonight, with the heart, the effort, coming so close, that should springboard to maybe a win Monday night against Massac County.
Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of confidence. Herrin beat Massac by 19 the other night, and so we know from the first game that we can play with Massac. We definitely have a lot of confidence. We think it's a game we can go and win.
Buddy, it's been fun watching you. I appreciate it and everything that you've done for this team. Connor Henderson, the first of our seniors here on our post-game show. We'll get Dylan Valerius in here, brother. The point guard for your Carterville Lions. Senior night, we'll ask basically the same questions of everybody. It's an emotional night. What were your thoughts going into the game?
When we first got here, I saw the crowd, and the atmosphere was just great. All the fans came out, and it was emotional because, me and JJ been playing together since 5th grade. And this is kind of our last hurrah. Yeah, pretty much, especially at home. So it was nice to play in front of the fans and everything like that.
Had an opportunity in this game, find yourself down or up 2 minutes to go, but you got to give them credit. They found a way to put it away.
Yeah, they stepped up the defensive pressure late in the 4th. I don't remember when, but that kind of turned things around. They got a couple runouts, and
that's all it takes, isn't it?
Yeah, just a quick spurt.
Dylan, the effort was there all year long. You guys played hard, no matter if you were down by 10 or 15 in the second half or you were up by 5 or 6 in the second half. The effort was there. So does that give you guys confidence going into the Massac County game, a team that I think you can beat, quite honestly?
Yeah.
Does that give you confidence going in Monday night?
Definitely. Coach D said that we played to win tonight, and we had the confidence to go out there. And I think last time Herrin played Massac lost by 19. So I feel like if we came out with the same intensity and everything, I think we have a really good chance to prolong the season.
It's been a pleasure to watch, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your efforts on the court. Dylan Valerius, one of our 5 seniors. Fidel Campbell, jump on up in here. Fidel, you had the task of getting the starts when Grant Garby went down. And I got to tell you, it has been a pleasure to watch you play, the effort, the heart that you show on the court, and to see you get rewarded tonight with the points on the board. Yeah. You and JJ had something special going tonight, that little give and go all evening long. That was a fine ball game. And actually, you were one of our stars of the game tonight.
Thank you.
What was your thoughts on coming into your senior night tonight?
I just wanted to put on a show for all my friends and everybody who comes to watch, all the support we've gotten all season. I just wanted to thank them and play for them tonight.
You're getting ready Monday night to play in the regional at Carbondale against the Massac County team. This is Carterville, even despite the record, they play hard every game. Your thoughts looking at that contest?
I feel like it'll be a good game. Isaiah, he's going to be a problem, but it's nothing we can't handle.
Yeah.
I feel like we can come out with the win if we play like we played tonight.
Yeah, good effort tonight.
Fidel, so for somebody like yourself who didn't see a lot of minutes early in the season and get called upon to play a lot of minutes after Grant went down with his injury, I thought you played like you had been starting all year long. You didn't seem to be fazed by anything. You weren't intimidated, and you got better each game. And I thought tonight you were outstanding.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Fidel Campbell, one of our 5 seniors on this Carterville Lions team. It's been a pleasure to watch you play, not just basketball but football as well. It was always fun. Let's get Grant to step up in here. Grant Garby, one of our 5 seniors.
Yep.
How hard is it for you? Grant got hurt about a month ago, hurt that knee. How hard has it been for you to have to set that bench and watch what takes place on the floor?
Yeah, it's really hard. I'm proud of how Fidel stepped up. The team has really stepped up, in my absence. And I wish I could do anything I could, but I'm still happy for him. But, Yeah, it sucks.
It's a tough night, and it's a tough night when you know you have to play. But talk about your emotions on your senior night here before the start of tonight's game.
Oh, I mean, it's really emotional. Going through the line, I didn't expect, get my starting number called. So it was a big deal. It was a big night, and I'm just, glad that we just got to go out,
Yep, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Grant, I got to tell you, you and your brother Austin, from the first game to the season to this game, and I know you haven't played in a while, but you and Austin played the hardest, I think, all year of anybody. When you guys were in the game, you knew we were going to see 110% out of you guys. And so I just want to thank you for the effort and for making Friday nights and Saturday nights a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think, Austin, he's going to be really good in years to come. Carterville basketball, I really just hope that they continue to, get better and better each year. And I was just glad that I could just play my hardest with Austin.
Grant Garby, one of our 5 seniors here this evening. It's been a pleasure. Brother, I'm sorry. Hate that he got hurt there late in the season. But he's Fidel, got to give him credit for stepping in and filling in here. Our final senior this evening, I want to have Mr. Justin Johnson. Good ball game tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough one. Tough loss for sure.
Just couldn't get over the hump there with 2 minutes to go. JJ, this is the senior night. You've been the heart and soul of this Lions team all season long. Senior nights are always emotional. It's your last home game. We're going to hit the road for the regionals Monday. What were you thinking coming into tonight's game?
Definitely emotional. Kind of saddening, but Coach Hawk talked about the locker room. Rival game. We got a big crowd. Senior night. You got to push that aside and just play basketball. Focus on the game.
And you almost got the win. I mean, you 2-point lead, 2 minutes to go, and the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to give the Tigers credit. They got out and made the plays when they needed to.
Yeah, they were hustling down the floor. They beat us down the floor a couple times. I thought Fidel and Valerius really stepped up. I might hit some clutch shots at the end, but it was definitely Fidel and Valerius tonight.
Justin, I've made this comment throughout probably the last month. I don't know how you have any gas left in your tank because you play almost the entire game. You very rarely come out. Coach Hawkins knows he needs you on the floor, yet you always seem to come up big when asked. And it just, you're a marked man. Whoever you play, the other team's going to be looking to stop you, yet you seem to find a way on most nights to get your points.
Key is just play offense, don't play defense. I'm just kidding.
You didn't hear it, so just play offense.
I'm just kidding. Take game-like shots in practice. That's what I do. Treat every shot. Coach Hawk always talks about win the now. You got to do everything like it's your last time, whether it's dribbling, passing, shooting, or whether it's a game, whatever.
Well, it's been a pleasure, my friend, to watch you play.
Both
good
football
luck
and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Wherever life winds up taking you, we got your back, and thanks for all your efforts on the court this season. We appreciate it. Justin Johnson joining us here on our Wild Hog post-game show, and those are some good boys right there. And joining us now, head coach of your Carterville Lions, Coach Shane Hawkins. Those are some good seniors on your team right there.
They are. They're, just great kids. Never have to worry about them doing something on the weekend or away from here, and they come to work every day, and that's and you saw their effort tonight. That's what we get every day in practice, and I thought our effort was just tremendous, and it come down to us not being able to score at the rim. We were there. It's just so hard for us to score, and but again, it was not due to a lack of effort, and it's all you can ask for your guys to give us everything they have and put us in a chance late to see if we can't pull one out, and we were there. We were right there tonight.
I said a few minutes ago that if games were won and lost by effort and heart on the floor, this team would have a winning record. They've never quit. They will play and finish out a game, and as a coach, that's something that says a lot about you as a coach, but it says even more about them as individuals.
Absolutely, and there's been days I thought, we've come back from a Friday night loss and get ready for either a Saturday practice or a Saturday shoot around. I'm thinking, man, there's no way that we'll have their attention today, and they bring it every day. They bring it every single day, and it's not just one or two of them. It is a collective. Now, we haven't had all 20 in practice for so long. I can't remember because we've fought so many injuries and sickness, and but it's down the line. It's from our 5 seniors all the way down to our freshmen that play and practice with us at the varsity level, and so you take that and it gives us something great to build on, because our seniors have they've showed our young guys how we practice and how we do things, and that's not always easy to do when you don't have as many wins to show for it. And so my hat's off to those guys just for being leaders that way.
Coach, one of the things that we're talking about high school kids, and when you've only won 3 games, as the season goes along, it would be easy for these kids not to put the time in and the effort in practice, not to maybe cut somebody off on the baseline in the game, but the effort has always been there. And if you say that they're giving the effort in practice, to me, that says a lot about your team, regardless of what the final score is of these games. If you're getting the effort in practice and you're getting the effort during the games, as you said, the younger kids should see that, and that should be something that they should remember this offseason. Absolutely,
and I've said this before. I can remember, out of all of our practices, there's been 2 days where I walked out of here and I thought, man, we didn't. That was a bad one. That was a wasted day. We didn't. Effort wasn't very good. Concentration wasn't very good. I wasn't very good. Staff wasn't very good. But 2 days, and you go back to November 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever day we started. So you go at this for 4 months, as hard as we go, and you get Sundays off, and that's about it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. And so they've given us that. They've get, and my I don't know if it's frustration, is they deserve to. That's a game, or pick one game that we've been in that's been late. I want to see those guys get rewarded by getting one like that, because when you prepare all week, and you go play and you give everything you've got, that's the ultimate. When you get to walk off the floor, after a win and shake hands, that's what it's about. Yeah. And I want our guys to. Get that, at least one more time, and hopefully Monday night we'll. I know it won't be an effort thing Monday night. There's no question about that. So hopefully Monday night we can go get one and let them have that, savor that taste again one more time.
Let's quickly talk about that Monday night game, 7 o'clock. Massac County had a chance to beat Massac at their place a couple of weeks back. You have to like your chances against this team Monday night in the first game at regional.
Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of things that kind of stacked up against us when we went down there. They're a pretty good basketball team.
Yes.
So that's part of it. The second part is they're very good at home. Even in their league, and people see them all the time, it's a hard place to play. And then third, if you remember, it was the night after we had lost to AJ here with 3 seconds left, and again, much like tonight, it was our effort was unbelievable, and it come down to a layup with 3.8 seconds, and so I thought we had all those things kind of stacked up against us, and we were still there. And we'll attack their zone a little bit, hopefully a little bit better, but a little bit differently than we did last time, and see what we can do.
Monday night, 7 o'clock. That's the next game for the Carterville Lions. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. And before I get off here, I just want to thank our crowd tonight. I thought our crowd
fantastic.
And I get it. It's senior night. It's you have the band, the cheerleader, dance, wrestler. I get that. But not only were they here, they were in the game.
Yep.
And it was like a postseason atmosphere.
Absolutely. And it was not just the student section. It wasn't just the parents. It was our crowd, and I hope our guys appreciate that, because I do, and hopefully if they come back Monday, we'll let them leave on Monday night with a smile on their face.
Shane Hawkins on our post-game show. Thank you, Coach, for joining us. Appreciate it. We'll see you Monday night. One more that I want to talk to is she's so excited. We talked to our seniors, but I want to get Macy Blythe in here. I just want to say, I got one question for you. Can you recite all of the states, alphabetical, forward and backwards? No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm sorry. Hey, your senior night, you're the only cheerleader, the senior cheerleader on this team. Talk about your emotions coming in tonight and this being your final home game.
I was pretty upset coming in, but I was happy. I wanted to win this game, but obviously that didn't happen. But I don't know, pretty upset, but excited.
Your cheer team during your high school career has been pretty successful.
Yeah,
you made it to state 3 out of 4 years.
Yeah.
Talk about the time and the effort that you guys put in just into what you do.
We put in a ton of effort with practices and games and all that stuff, and just to make it to state along with all the best of Illinois was pretty awesome feeling, and then making it there and competing was awesome.
Well, thank you for everything that you've done in your last 4 years, and wherever life winds up taking you, nothing but the best. You look like a pageant queen tonight with all your
Dave's
your
jealous
flowers.
he didn't get any flowers tonight.
And
so.
everything, but thank you for everything
Thank
that you've
you.
done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
She's our one senior cheerleader this evening. Scott, what a great group of kids. Love them and hate to see them go, but such is life. And let's wrap up this thing for tonight.
Well, it was a great game to watch. Whether you were a Herrin fan or Carterville fan, it's just a great high school basketball game to watch. Unfortunately, Carterville, close but no cigar again. Reminded me a lot of the AJ game a few weeks ago. Carterville had their chances, just couldn't put it away. But they played with so much effort tonight. They played hard. You cannot take that away from them. Hopefully this will carry over to Monday night against Massac County. I think it's a game Carterville can win. And let's just hope that they get a couple of days of rest and get ready for Monday night.
56-50, the final. We will be back with you Monday night. 7 o'clock is the scheduled tip-off at the Carbondale Regional. 6:45 will be our pregame show. Massac County, the opponent. And we invite you to come down, join us at Carbondale, or if you can't, listen to us right here on News Radio WJPF. For our producer, engineer, Mr. Brian R. Powell back at the studio. For Amy on the video tonight, welcome back. Glad you're back. For my partner, Scott Hudson, who celebrated a birthday this week, by the way. Happy birthday.
39 again.
39 again, you liar. And but you look pretty good.
I'm actually closer to the age if you turn those numbers around. So.
I'm Dave McKenzie. We'll talk to you Monday night from Carbondale High School, the Carbondale Regional, 6:45, right here on News Radio WJPF. Be safe, everybody. See you.